4 months ago, I got married to my gorgeous wife, Pamela. It's been a real whirlwind, it's been fantastic, and I'm not sure what the qualifying period for calling ourselves newlyweds is. Like, when are we not allowed to call ourselves newlyweds anymore? But we're just going to call ourselves newlyweds for as long as possible. And we've had some great fun, we've had some great adventures, but one of the things that I've loved the most, which is probably quite boring to other people, are those nights when we've been able to come home from work, sit down, have some food, sit in front of the telly, get in front of our comfies on the sofa and just laugh and joke and have fun with each other. And thinking about this also takes me back to one of my favourite films of 2017, a film called Goodbye Christopher Robin, which is about the creation of the children's character Winnie the Pooh, which is very famous across the globe. Just to tell you a little bit about what happens in the film, and there's a couple of slight spoilers in here, so please forgive me, but basically the creator of the book is a guy called A.A. Milne. He returns from the war. He wants to write something that is happy and something that is fun. He's a playwright, but he wants to do something that's a bit more light-hearted. He takes himself and his wife and his son Christopher Robin, who ends up in the Winnie the Pooh books, takes them all up to the countryside. They can also afford a nanny, so they have a full-time living nanny who essentially is bringing up Christopher Robin, and an incident happens where the wife has to leave the house, the nanny has to leave the house, and then A.A. Milne has to look after his own son. The father is looking after Christopher. They're going off and they're playing games in the woods, reluctantly from the father initially because he wants to write, but he takes his son off to play. They have adventures, they play conkers, and the father starts to enjoy himself and starts to enjoy spending time with his son. And that is where the birth of Winnie the Pooh comes about, because he wants to write a book for his son. Now, obviously, Winnie the Pooh takes off. It becomes a worldwide phenomenon, which means that Christopher Robin the child also becomes a product of this success, and he becomes what you would call a child star. So he is affected by fame, he's affected by media, he's affected by people wanting to take his photograph everywhere he goes. But essentially, Christopher Robin, he just wants to be a child and he just wants to play. And you see this thing of his childhood is just being taken away from him. So as he gets older, he reaches an age where he wants to go and join the armed forces, where he wants to go and join and take a part in the next war to defend his country and get away from the nightmare of being this Christopher Robin, because he's been bullied for his childhood character. And reluctantly, his father allows him to go to war, and then jumping forward, the family receive a telegram to say, we think Christopher Robin is lost, and we think he has died in combat, he's died at the war, so I'm really sorry that you've lost your son. And then what we see is A.A. Milne and his wife, and they're distraught obviously at the fact of losing their son, really sad. But fortunately, Christopher Robin is still alive. He comes back from the war unannounced, he just turns up, and there's this interaction which happens in the film where A.A. Milne says, you know what, son, going back all those years when we were playing in the woods, at the time I was a bit reluctant to do it because I thought it was the nanny's responsibility to do those things, but I've only just realised that they were the best moments of my life, and I didn't realise it at the time, but I've just realised it now. And going back to what I was saying about me spending time with my wife, and you know, we're sat on the sofa, we're watching TV, we're in our jogging bottoms, we're comfy, it's nice. I started to wonder if those are some of the best moments of my life, because the moral of the film is that there may be something that happens in the future and you think, oh gosh, I wish I could go back to those times when everything was just cool, and some of those things that were happening 5 years ago, 10 years ago, that maybe I thought were a bit mundane or a bit boring, maybe they were the best moments of my life. So what I'm saying is, today, are there things in your life which you maybe take for granted? And if there are, then let's not take them for granted, guys. Enjoy your life, enjoy what you have, because we all know by watching the news that life is precious. Tomorrow is never guaranteed, so we really have to enjoy today. As always, my name is Marcus Lee, because my name on my birth certificate never changes, and I'm a filmmaker from Bradford, West Yorkshire. Thank you for taking the time to watch this vlog. If you're interested in any aspect of filmmaking, if you're interested in corporate video or a charitable organisation video, or you're interested in how to make vlogs like this yourselves, why not get in touch with me? You can get in touch with me at my website, which is realstreet.co.uk, and I've got several social media links and methods and ways that you can get in touch with me. Thank you for watching, and until next time, please take care of yourselves. Thank you.